Well, we've been on a little bit of a hiatus for a while, but we just picked up a new addition, drag it out of our long-term storage.
Been there for 30 years, is what they said. We've got to talk to the lady that owned this car when she was 18 years old. Apparently they bought this from a doctor who, believe it or not, bought this car as a golf cart. That's a story. He would leave the top down. There's a place on the floor where he would mount his golf clubs and drive around the golf course. This was his golf cart?
I guess, yeah.
Anyway, the story is this family bought it from him for $600 for their daughter. She got it when she was, I think, said 18 years old. She said drove it for many years, ultimately graduated from college, moved to North Carolina. They parked the car. We just talked to her. She's today 68 years old. I haven't done the math to try to figure out what year she might have gotten the car, but anyway, just talked to her. She's so proud that it's going to a military family, so we're proud to have it come into our stables. We'll try to show you
a little bit of an abbreviated tour. We'll show. Oh, might be stuck on the top. Probably can open it better from the other side, but it was a booger to get loaded. She did not want to get up here.
Well, I give her credit. After 30 years, the tires are all holding air. They look like they were brand new.
It's got the pony interior with the like upgraded door panels, AC.
Title is a 1965 Mustang. The VIN numbers say it's a 65 Mustang. The dash, though, to me looks like a 66 Mustang. Yeah, pony interior, electric top.
Inline 6, but
Inline
that's
6,
okay.
Yeah. And it's got the, I don't know what you refer to these doors, but that's a stage up from the
standard interior.
Yep, standard interior.
We just had to have it though.
Yes.
Got in a little bit of a bidding war, but
we believe
there toward the end.
It's original paint, except in one place it looks like maybe it got touched up. And if we're not mistaken, it's here. You can almost see the coloration is a little bit different there. So it might have got banged up.
But we've been wrestling with it for a little while, so I think we're gonna
hit the road.
Yeah, hit the road, and we'll come back with some updates after we get her unloaded. Next day, got her on the trailer, about to get her in a spot where we can work on it. It's got some locked up brakes and stuff, but we want to do a quick wash job on it before it sort of goes into the repair phase, I guess you'd call it. It is raining, but we're gonna give her a quick wash anyway. So we'll check back after that, and we'll kind of show you what it looks like.
Well, welcome back. Had an opportunity to get the 65 Mustang its first bath, I suspect, in 30 years. So Justin joined us this morning. He took care of that first washing of the vehicle. Got some stains on it that still need probably to get buffed out. So Justin, any first thoughts? This is first time seeing it in daylight?
I told them last night when they picked it up, I thought it looked really good. And then once we actually got to cleaning it, I was surprised how much paint is actually still there. I think I can do a cut and buff. For Christmas, I received a nice buffer from the boss.
It's still a boss.
Yeah, and so, so this will be a good candidate for our first cut and buff.
Once they had nefarious ideas there, put
Yeah.
them to work.
It was the biggest present I've ever got, and it was just for work. So that was very good. So thanks. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, and the interior is also pretty nice. We haven't got a chance to clean that yet, but we're going to get it off the trailer, and actually see if we can get the top to open up.
I
So
think we're gonna toss a battery in it and just see if the power top works. So, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, again, and I may have said this yesterday when we were picking up the car, but for a 65 convertible, I see absolutely no rust in the floor pan, or in the trunk area. Usually down
Yeah, the
under
hood's in good
fenders.
shape.
The standard kind of rust under the battery box is literally the only thing I see, so we'll just replace the battery box. But other than that, wow.
it's nice.
Very impressive. Anyway, just a remarkable specimen of a 65 Mustang. Got some unusual features to it, like these rear view mirrors. Never seen those before.
Side view mirrors.
I don't think, side view mirrors, I don't think that's original.
No.
But let us know.
Dealer install or something?
I don't know. Yeah, of course, it's got air conditioner in it, which I suspect was probably dealer installed.
Yeah, air conditioners
very good
looks
job.
real.
Strange, I don't know why.
Yeah, the antenna's weird.
The antenna is a little bit different, so maybe it's been replaced with an aftermarket. Strange.
Well, definitely, if we can get it down successfully, see if we can get the top down and open the doors, and we'll give like a more thorough tour of the inside here
Good idea.
shortly. But
All right,
um,
next
we're
mission
gonna-
in life? Get
yeah,
it off
we're
the
gonna try
trailer?
to get it off here in one piece. So enjoy that.
Yeah.
Aired up the one tire.
Well, so you've discovered your favorite new feature on this thing, the absolute sky antenna.
Yep, it's like
It's like 8 feet tall.
you go direct to a satellite with this thing. Look at that. Back in the day, I guess.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do to listen on the radio, man.
Your local
Your AM.
AM radio. So
So we
all
got a battery. We're just gonna try to see if we can get the top to work. Maybe see if she'll spin over.
all right. Let's see. No big sparkies in that
Not yet.
you got hooked up. Okay.
That is a big air
If you'll go to the passenger side, you have to release the top.
We also haven't really showed the interior yet either. But
Be
it's,
able to do that better with the top.
We're gonna
yeah, yeah, we're gonna get her cleaned up. We'll get the, huh?
I said, worry not.
Yes.
I think people in 1965 were smaller than people in
Oh, certainly.
2024.
I don't know how to open
Actually, if we
this.
can get this
So,
top down, we'll make it
it's a lever here. It comes in to you, and it releases here.
Okay.
And then there's a little
Oh, I
point.
see. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's a little point here
Hey, the lights are on.
that allows you to
Oh, the battery did hook up.
Look at that.
See, look, the lights are on.
let's see what happens. First time in 30 years for a
All right, press it. Oh!
Oh. Let her rip.
All right.
Does it need some help?
It might need a little help.
Okay.
Or else I'm going the wrong way.
I think you might be going the wrong way. There it is.
There we go.
Oh, wait, let me get my camera.
Okay. Does seem to have a little leakage to it.
All right, fire away.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Let her rip all the way.
Well, I was trying to be gentle with her.
I think it's gentle.
That frame looks fantastic.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Wow.
That worked out good.
Look,
work.
see if you can give her a little twist of the key. Put her in park and let's see if she'll spin over.
No chance.
I bet it will.
I bet it will. All right. Going back to the park position. What's that?
I said it was still working neutral, but far away.
Maybe. Contact.
Gasoline?
Yeah, well, I definitely would want to get some lubricant down in the cylinders.
That's interesting.
And we haven't even popped the air cleaner off to make sure there's not a rat's nest
Hey,
in
where's your
there.
vacuum?
It actually says,
It's in the van, in the passenger floorboard.
the oil pressure is maxed out. It's not even
Yeah,
running.
yesterday you said it was too much oil, but can I just read that? Either I get that or I get the shot. The shot back probably better, right?
The horn works.
Well, but like the other one has more power. The one in my garage, or you think the little one's just as good?
Probably just as good. Then we don't have to have an extension cord. What'd you say?
The horn works.
See if the radio works.
This old top off there.
Your heater blower motor works.
Sweet. See if we can roll these back windows down.
See if the
Give her
air-
a sport look. Just get a mouthful of
Reminder, do not have your mouth open when you turn the vent on for the first time in 30 years.
What do you say?
He turned the vent on, got a mouthful of mouse. Or he turned the heat on, the blower motor.
No, I turned the air conditioner. So I turned the heat on. The heat worked great. And then I turned the,
Shut the door to move. I mean, it's not afraid of battery down, right?
Nah.
I was afraid of battery, but there's no charge. This does reinforce the shop plan. Because, I mean, look at all
We need a shop.
these horses with no stable.
I know, we need a big shop and we need like,
A Bronco, a Mustang, a Mustang, a Mustang.
to be clear, the horses are in the stable.
Yeah, but we
the
need a-
stable owner would like to have her stable
I
back.
need a bigger stable.
yeah, we not so much need to give her back her stable, we need a bigger
Be
stable.
a bigger stable, yeah. That's what we won't tell her that. but
No, she definitely won't watch this video at all.
Other thing I was going to say is pretty clear rationale for having a vehicle inside of a building for 30 years.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Preserve
This
this
thing would have been looking much more
Awesome.
like that car
Yeah, that's right.
had it not
Now, to
been.
be clear, I pulled that one out of an old barn as well, but I think it saw many years, well, I know it saw many years outdoors under
Under your supervision.
under my
I'm
tutelage.
going to at least go get the vacuum, and I can't think of any real cleaning supplies I should bring, but.
I think there's a
Start.
maybe some glass cleaner. There's
I've
a
got
bucket.
a good arm roll.
Yeah. And in my box, there's a bunch of those microfiber towels. Just grab a whole wad of them.
What box?
My outside box.
So, but you said the vacuum in your van, right?
Yeah, in the passenger front floorboard. And the bucket that we use to clean with is in the back driver's side sliding door.
Hey, I'm gonna leave. I'm notorious about this.
We effectively did a burnout.
We did do a burnout.
I literally recorded us, so we're doing a burnout here. Keep this with you. And I'll keep the air compressor here in case our tire goes down again.
Yes, great idea.
I think it will.
Honestly, while it's up, you might as well.
Oh, and our floor jack. We need our floor jack out of the shop too.
Didn't we have that in the truck?
No, I took all that stuff. I took everything out to clean it out. All right, if you want to grab the vacuum and the cleaning supplies,
And my.
we'll go get jack stands and a jack out of the shop.
I don't know if we have any more jacks in.
We do. All right, we will be back in a minute.
You're high.
All right, so Justin's going to town on the vacuuming and going to try to see what we can do about these seats, get them cleaned up and the door panels. I think we're going to get it jacked up and bust these wheels off. We got a locked up drum or swelled up brake line or something, so we're going to try to figure that out. And
I'm saying with roughly 70% certainty there's a mouse living under are about cheap. I can't go any higher than 70% as I don't deal in guarantees, but it's up there.
That might have been our friend that died in the battery tray.
Maybe.
Yeah. Did you see him?
Oh, yeah, I took them out.
Yeah, we'll continue this and we'll come back when we got something more to show. Okay, that's about, I don't know, 2 hours later.
A
Progress report. Justin has done a great job getting the interior cleaned up. Man,
We had to evict
we had to evict some
prior occupants.
squatters, but man, it is coming together. We still want to do something to fix this or replace these grips or whatever for the doors, and I think this will all clean up more. This is just the initial, you know, first pass cleaning right here. It's still got a long ways to go, but what an improvement over what we did see earlier.
We drained the fuel tank of what I would consider to be either turpentine or kerosene. Just
Yeah, essentially.
old fuel. Pretty good. Not a lot of junk came out of the tank. So we blew backwards through the tank. The pickup tube, a little
the
filter
sending
socket
unit and
on
all
the
that?
bottom of the sending unit clogged up completely. So we
And the
popped that out of the
bobber
tank.
or the float was stuck also.
Is stuck. So we went ahead and ordered a new one of those from our buddies at O'Reilly's.
So yeah, our favorite parts store.
Yep. And it'll be here at 4
Today,
o'clock this
yeah.
afternoon.
We ordered it at 1, they said it'd be here at 4, so that's great service.
So we've taken all the rubber lines off all the way up to the carburetor. Just finished doing that. We've blown through all of those lines. So far, not a lot of debris, very little if any. Again, getting the turpentine or kerosene out of the lines. Oh, by the way, we stink. I wish this was smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
You know how bad old fuel stinks. And the next thing, we're gonna go ahead and pop the carburetor off. So we went ahead again from O'Reilly and ordered that. Justin's got the back seat right here in front of us, and you can kind of tell that's where our little critter friends have been living for quite a while. They've,
Taking up residence there.
yep,
Delicious.
yep.
But yeah, all that stuff, you know, you just have that in an older
Any
car
old
that
car.
sits. You know, if you don't get in there and make yourself known, like they just move right in.
And of course, they build up over time too. So I believe that seat's never been out of the car, probably since.
I think all of this is original.
65.
We found, oh, the paperwork we found.
True. So going through the glove compartment, found the original owner's manual from it.
With documentation from the original dealer to the original owner.
Confirms a doctor in Mississippi had bought the car originally, and that was the story we were told. The doctor had bought it, used it as his golf cart, and so we got some validation of that.
And some kind of rebuilt transmission certificate too. That was kind of cool, from 73, I think.
77, I thought that's what it said.
Okay.
So what would that be? 12 years after it was original in Florence, Alabama. So that would be the second owner by that time. Apparently had to have some transmission work done to it, and there was a warranty with it.
We did find the medical doctor little
insignia
emblem.
that they normally put on their car.
Yeah, for the tag or whatever.
Yep. So we did find that. And a couple of other knickknacks that Justin's going to keep put in his house, I think.
Oh, yeah.
A little knickknack collection. You know, pins. I can't tell if that was something in this our fuel tank. Nope.
Oh, no.
They'll take that to the store. So any other discoveries? We still got to do the brakes.
Where's our book?
I put it inside the
Dodge
pickup truck, just keep it out of the weather.
We've developed an affinity for red interiors recently.
Yeah, for some reason.
But yeah, we are just waiting on the carburetor rebuild and the sending unit. We think we might get it fired up today.
Change the oil in it.
Yeah, change the oil in it.
Filter in it. And then,
Probably need to get some antifreeze or fill it up with some water or something.
Yep.
Like he said, the brakes still got to be done before we can actually take it for a drive. And assuming, you know, we'll probably put a filter in the transmission and drain and refill the fluids in there as well. Just to be thorough, you know, you don't want to do all this work and then it go down over something simple and preventable.
I rebuilt a Volkswagen engine one time, and I was putting the engine back in. I was like, okay, I need to replace the fuel lines on it. It had the old woven fuel lines. Went to the parts store, didn't have the fuel line. I was so anxious to get it out on the road, put it together with the old fuel lines. Drove it around for 15 or 30 minutes. Drove wonderfully, by the way. And as I was driving back to the shop, everybody was staring at me. I thought that was kind of strange. But they're staring at the back of the car, and I look in the rearview mirror and I can't see anything. The engine is on fire as I'm driving it because the fuel line broke. Strange but true. I pulled into a shopping center, had nothing to put the engine out. Flames were coming up through the grill of the hood. I opened up the hood and I grabbed wood chips out of the shrubbery, stuffed them in there so tight it put the fire out.
Wow.
I
You
was
still
like,
have that car too.
I still have that car.
And you can still see where it burned.
And you can still see singes on it.
Maybe we'll bring that out and show people one day, but
Maybe not.
maybe not.
Have I ever
The
gotten
floors
rid
are
of the
gone
car?
in
Yeah.
that car. No, we don't have that or the other car on video.
Yeah.
That car is basically a pedal driving car. There's no floor in the
It's
body. You have to
Flintstone.
use your
Ford Flintstone.
foot on it.
Yeah.
Ford
But,
Flintstone, not Ford Flintstone.
But yeah, we're going to continue with this and we'll come back whenever we got some parts. Well, it's about a day and a half later, and wow, what a change. Justin's been real hard at work. He got him a buffing wheel and some compound. He's really been trying to work this old paint back into something presentable. And I know we had some video of cleaning the interior, but wow, that looks great. I mean, there's still some spots here and there that still need to be addressed, but I think it's coming along really well. We want to probably repaint this back fascia, whatever you call it, right there, and then a couple other spots that need to be dealt with. And we're actually in the process of converting it from 4 lug into 5 lug, just to kind of match some of the other cars around and make it a little easier to get the kind of wheels that we want to get and stuff. So
Put some sport mags on it.
yep. Jim here has been working on rebuilding the carburetor, kind of resealing it and cleaning it. We actually were doing the math on this car based on the the date on the tag showed last tagged in 87, and according to our math and the numbers that we were given on people's ages and time frames, it looks like this car has been parked for 38 years.
Much longer than the 30 years we were told.
Yeah, closer to 40. So, you know, it's incredible that a car been sitting this long seems to be cooperating with us this much. Since yesterday, we put in a new sending unit. Really just changed a couple of crusty fuel lines. We're gonna put a fuel filter in line right behind the carburetor or the fuel pump, just to try to protect it from contaminant that may or may not be in the tank. And I think all indications show she might fire up here before too much longer. So
if the fuel pump works, we had no way to check the fuel pump.
Right.
Put a little.
We've only spun it over a handful of rotations, really. So, yeah, we're gonna finish getting this put together, and then we'll come back and we'll see if we can get this old gal to come back to life. Oh. Okay, we had a dead battery, but we are back. Get you set back up here. I believe you tried to fill the bowl through the vent tube.
Yep, not having a whole lot of success with that, but maybe there's enough in there to.
Do we have anything to filter yet? I still don't see anything.
Not seeing anything. It could be a problem.
That could be a problem. All right, ready?
I think so. Let's see if it does anything. Still nothing. I'm gonna go explore further our ignition here.
Let me try one more time.
What? Yeah, I heard nothing. Yeah, so far no indication of fuel being pumped, and I don't even hear fuel being pumped up by the accelerator pump. So.
All right, we got the points pulled out and cleaned them pretty thoroughly this time. So if this doesn't work, we might have a coil issue, I guess, which is probably going to be a tomorrow project. But let's try it one more time. And we put the top up because it's raining and sometimes the roof leaks a little bit.
I want to get my well-insulated pliers and we'll check the spark.
I don't even know which pair you had. So you want to try to put some more fuel down there? That's better than what we had. At least somebody does anyway. It may not be us, but. All the interior lights working? That's what I'm talking about. I wonder if this AC works. I'd be shocked. Weirder things have happened though. We are not getting fuel still, so we're kind of manually trying to fill the bowl. So we clean this windshield a little bit dirty. All right, fire in the hole. She lives. Oh, she tried to take off on us.
Wow.
She lives. It tried to run away, but I said it sounded like it tried to run away. Oh, you were doing that? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to fire it up again?
No, I'm gonna pour some more fuel.
Okay. Well, I shut it down. So it might fire back up.
You did what?
Yeah.
Let me pour some more fuel in there because we still want to have it in here.
Okay.
I can get that.
Try to let it run a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get that fuel bowl filled up.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I got the throttle for you.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
How about now? But she lives.
It lives. She's alive.
34 years, or 38 years. Almost 40 years.
What is that?
Running like a sewing machine.
That is. I don't hear any noise.
I mean, the valve train's a little noisy, but
And the AC is trying to kick in. That's the problem. No sign of fuel.
you think that valve train just ain't got enough oil pressure in it yet or something? Valve train a little clacky.
That really wasn't, I mean, solid lifters, that's
Oh,
not
yeah,
bad at all.
that's true.
So, well, I'm assuming solid lifters, it might be hydraulics, I don't know. Did you put the zinc in with the oil by any chance?
Ooh, I did not.
That's all right.
I forgot to do that.
Plenty of room, that little bit, not a problem. Okay, yeah, so it pretty much tells us
Fuel pump.
fuel pump maybe, right? No real way to check that.
Because you'd be able to see if it were coming through, so.
Yep.
And we know it's clear passage, or was clear passage unless something has happened.
Blowing through the line.
But I'm gonna mark that as a success.
Oh, this is huge.
2 days?
First
I mean-
2 days after picking it up from the auction. Yeah, picked it up Friday, and here it is Sunday.
Well, really, and we didn't do anything with it Friday. We just
really.
dropped it off at the house and started working on it yesterday.
And then, of course, in between taking care of cows and doing other chores.
Yeah, we didn't even start till like noon today.
Right. So, pretty thing sweet. Did you get the video for the boss lady?
I did get a video for the boss lady. She's gonna love that. I kind of wish I'd have tried to put it in like drive or something to see if it will do it.
Well, I'm wondering if that's why he had transmission fluid all over the ground underneath the thing.
Maybe.
Too much transmission fluid in it. It's gonna flow out if you do that. I'm gonna take a look at the oil and see if we filled up the oil. Was there any oil pressure?
I'll be honest with you, I was so excited I didn't look, but I have it on video. I'm sure I can go back and check.
It might be worth taking a look at that. Have to be clear. First time we fired it up, it looked like it was oil pressure gauge was wide open, so it's probably.
I think it's still stuck wide open if I'm not mistaken.
Gauge.
When I was just cranking it over earlier, you would think it would have built something,
Yeah.
but it was still stuck wide open.
So I tweaked that open a little bit, so maybe it'll be a little bit tighter fit going back in. Yeah, a little bit tighter fit going in.
That's good.
Not quite tight enough yet. Like it's overfull. About a quart overfull is what that says.
Well,
Remind us to drain a little bit out. You said I couldn't recall if it took the full 5 quarts. Guess what? We have an owner's manual. We can take a look at that.
yeah.
All right. Anything else today?
I think, let's see, what time is it?
Of course, we're not going anywhere. With
Almost 11 o'clock. We probably ought to call it for the evening, but I mean, I would rate that a huge success.
I'm not sure I'm going to go anywhere until the rain slacks off a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't see water pouring out of the water pump.
Yep. Or the radiator.
Pretty amazing.
Well, I guess we can pick up some tools or something, try to clean up in here a little bit.
Clean up. I almost need your jacket again. What's wrong with that one? I think yours is in the truck here.
That's Justin's. You can have it.
What?
Justin.
I'll take it. I know you're warm-blooded, but
Oh yeah.
more so than I am. Okay, let's go ahead and start cleaning up.
But we'll.
Tickled to death.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like I said, 38 years by our calculations, and it just fired right up.
Sounded great.
It did sound pretty good.
Ran long enough to run the fuel out of the carburetor that we poured into it. Wow, that's just amazing.
That much closer to taking her for a first inaugural drive.
That's right.
But we'll either be back tomorrow or we'll see you in the next episode. We appreciate you watching.